Once upon a time, there was a woman who loved to sew her own clothes. Her most treasured and favourite fabric to wear was French terry because it sat so soft and cosy against her skin. She endeavoured to make herself an entire dress made of French terry. Along the way, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. She was very tired and made some terrible decisions. But somehow, in the midst of it all, her dress turned out and was strangely wonderful. Hello there, YouTube viewers, other sewers, creators, and wonderful people. If you would like to find out about my new dress, please watch on. It is so wonderful to have you here. You are very welcome. Welcome to subscribers and welcome if you're new here. My name's Rebecca. I live in a cosy little cottage in the Blue Mountains, New South Wales, Australia, and I'm on a journey of making my own wardrobe, enjoying upping my sewing skills and discovering more about sewing with particular fabrics. I really love both plain cotton and linen fabrics, and I also love some colours and patterns that are a bit leery. Both bring me great joy. At the end of today's story about my new dress, I've also got a little surprise for you. My new make is called the Orelia Dress. This is a pattern by Tiana's Closet. The Orelia Dress is described as being loose fit, knee length, having raglan sleeves, a round neck, a gathered skirt and inseam pockets. It can be made with knit fabrics such as fleece, sweatshirt fabric, jersey and scuba. And as I've said, I've made mine with mainly French terry, that is this red and white check, and a little bit of jersey. So both of these fabrics are from an amazing Australian company called Doops Design. So they put out a call to say these are their new designs and you can order it ahead of time in the fabric base that you want, like French terry, jersey, linen, cotton linen, maybe some viscose. It changes a little bit every time, and you order it, you pay for it, and then 6 to 8 weeks later it arrives on your doorstep. And they're always really fun, vibrant designs. So I ordered for the first time this year, and these were two of my fabrics. So I had been looking for a raglan sleeve dress to make up because I really like the look of them. I have in fact made two of the Hope dress by Style Arc, and I loved both of them. I'll see if I can find the two photos and put them in for you. I really loved the fabric of both. I thought they were beautiful, and somehow putting it on my body, it just did not sit right. Something about it looked a bit off both times that I made it. I think it just sat wrong. Where the bodice comes down to and meets the skirt, I think just sat in the wrong place. The neckline was too wide. Yeah, there were just quite a few things that didn't quite sit right on me, so I gave both of those dresses away. So I was looking for a new raglan sleeve dress pattern, and I found this one at the Tiana's Closet website, and it was for knit fabrics. And I do love the softness of knit fabrics, so I decided to give it a go. All well and good, measured my body, cut out the pattern pieces. Then once I cut out the pattern pieces, it looked a little bit small to me, so I held it up to my body and I thought, oh, this is going to be way too small. Oh gosh, this will never fit me. I'll waste my fabric if I make it up in this size. So I extended on all the pattern pieces to make it quite a bit bigger. So big, in fact, that it's extremely oversized now. And I also extended the skirt length, and I extended it so much that it hit the floor. If I had stuck to my original pattern pieces and the original sizing, I think it would have worked out perfectly. So if you are looking into this pattern, I think the sizes are a-okay. So I sewed it up. The dress felt really, really heavy. I think it will stretch a little bit, but I was worried it would stretch a lot. The skirt hit the floor. I'd extended it so long because I was worried it was going to be short. Obviously, I was feeling anxious at the time and wasn't thinking things through very well. However, I made adjustments as I went and persevered, and I really, really love the finished product. The sleeves were well too big and too long as well, but I decided I really loved the two fabrics together and the red neck binding, so I just gave them a really good chop and added some red binding onto there as well. I then measured the skirt length and chopped some off because I wanted to get rid of a little bit of weight, and then did a slightly chunky hem because it seemed to suit such the dress because it had turned out so large. Anyway, I popped it on. I thought it would be a disaster. It is really large. It feels quite large on my body, and I'm not used to things feeling this large, but I looked in the mirror and I went, actually, it's so large that it's kind of a look. And the temperatures dropped today, so I popped it on to go out for an appointment, and it just felt lovely. Really cozy, not too warm, not too heavy, just really, really nice. Easy to walk in, easy to move in, and lovely and soft on my skin. So, a real win. I'm really, really pleased with the outcome. I will put in some photos and videos for you to see it a little bit closer and in with someone moving, with my body shape and size. Really pleased. It's a very comfortable dress. I love the two colorways and patterns together. It's a bonus that it fits in with my current scheme of looking at red, white and blue to style together for a capsule wardrobe. And I have also styled it with a very lovely quilted blue jacket, which I did not make, that's store bought. This is the Orelia Dress by Tiana's Closet. So the moral to that little story is things can go wrong, persevere, stick with it, do some problem solving, and you can get a great result out of your makes. The next really positive thing I want to talk about is my subscriber numbers. I think this YouTube journey for me is a few things. It's about finding my people. It's about finding my voice. It has greatly been about being comfortable at looking at myself and hearing my voice on camera. That was really hard at the beginning, but it's been a really, really good lesson for me to look at my body and my makes and just get used to it from all different angles. That has been terrific, really positive for me. Really painful at the start, but a really positive outcome. It has been a lovely, lovely surprise to see my numbers go above 1,000 subscribers. So I'm really glad to have you here. If people are subscribing, I think it means it's, yes, a bit of inspo, but also you see some of yourself in someone else and you can relate. So I'm really glad if that's you and you're enjoying the videos that I put out. That's terrific. It's so great to have you here. To celebrate my numbers going above 1,000 subscribers, I thought I'd put out a generous gesture back, and I've put together a little gift pack for someone. So I've made it an Aussie theme. Let me show you a few of the things I'm going to put in this gift pack. So I've got a really sweet Aussie wildlife tea towel with lots of Australian birds, animals and plants. I've got a cool little pair of earrings which have some dried Australian plants, flora in resin. I think most people who are in the sewing community have heard of Kylie and the Machines, which is an Australian company. So I've got a few of their labels to send out to someone. This one is a cute one with little hands just saying made, so handmade. The next one says sewer's gonna sew. And the last one says you can't buy this, because it of course is handmade. I was trying to think of what you can get in Australia that you can't necessarily get overseas or get easily. So I'm going to add a few little Australian food products that are tricky to get overseas, and my UK sister loves being sent care packs with these things. I'll leave that as a little surprise. There'll be some bickies and maybe some dried fruit. And the other thing that is still coming in the post is a little bit of bluey fabric, because I know overseas people love bluey as much as we do. Somehow bluey hits the notes for all age groups. So I'm going to put that little gift pack together and I will send it out to someone. So to enter, you need to put a comment to this video. So your comment, I don't want it to be about me. Let's put out some positivity. I've had a couple of wins, my subscribers and my dress, which I thought would be a disaster, but turns out to be fabbo. I just want you to share in the comments a win you've had this year. It can be a making win, it can be a job win, it can be a relationship win, anything. It can be a tiny little win today on anything you like, because sometimes the small wins are the most important, because they can really boost our joy level for the day or give us a little reprieve from hard stuff that we're going through. So to enter to win this little Aussie gift pack, put a comment below and do that by Friday the 28th of November, 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So I will write down all the names of the people who've written a comment for this video, pop them literally into a hat, and next video I make, I'll pull someone out of the hat and announce their name, and that person needs to then message me in my next video. If they don't see the video and they don't respond in a week, I'll pull another person out of the hat for the following video that I make. I'll do reminders of all the dates and times in my next video. So for now, if you wish to go in the draw for my little Aussie gift pack, write down a positive win, no matter how big or small that you've had this year, so we can celebrate each other's wins. And make sure you've commented and popped that comment in by Friday, the 28th of November by 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So, I hope you are doing well, enjoying whatever you've made or whatever you're popping on your body and finding some lovely small joys. But I do hope you are well and staying safe, and I really look forward to reading your comments and pulling a lucky person out of the hat in our next video. That's all from me today. I'm off to make myself a little cuppa and have a moment of quiet and maybe read a little bit of a book. Bye for now, everyone.